Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. Well, they had identified the person who was responsible for making the call to have Peanut and Fred removed from the Peanut Freedom Farm. Um, I'm not gonna go into her name or social media stuff. I understand she had deleted her stuff, but she's from Texas and she's a photographer. But I will say that she is from Texas. I'm calling on the Attorney General of the state of Texas to please go and investigate this person to see if any charges can be filed against her for what has happened. Um, because not only these folks are devastated, but Peanut the Squirrel was their fundraising part of their organization, and they might they might falter. So she's done a lot of damage, not just to a squirrel and a raccoon, but people's state of mind. That's why you have a lot of outrage. You have a lot of people trying to dox that lady, and she had to delete her social post because she, she's in a world of trouble. Not 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 by law as of yet, but if they succeed at the owners of the peanut farm and they win the case against New York State, it won't be long before they go after her because she did a lot of damage. You know, you know, this government overreach has gotten too far. I mean, I experienced it myself in 2005 when I was a transit employee doing a transit strike. They did tactics and dirty tricks on us, and it helped Bloomberg get 2 extra years as mayor of the city of New York he didn't deserve. Unfortunately, de Blasio takes over, and yeah. I mean, the city of New York has a bigger rat problem, and this is what they address: a squirrel all the way at the far end of New York State near the Pennsylvania border, and a raccoon that wasn't harming anybody. You have a migrant problem out of control in New York City, and they ask the lady for her legal status. They don't ask the migrants that. Unfreaking believable. And Kathy Hochul, oh, she's the one off the hinges. She's calling people who vote for Trump un-American on this, on that. But as soon as her folks kill that poor squirrel and that raccoon, you don't hear anything from her. I label her a squirrel killer. And that's what you should do from now on. When you have a bad politician, put a squirrel next to him and call him a squirrel killer. It should end their careers as a politician. And I'm hoping that people in New York will wake up, smell the coffee, and at least get rid of this imbecile you have for a governor in that state. Because that's what she is, an imbecile. She thinks that black kids don't know how to use a computer. She thinks people that showed up at a Trump rally in the Bronx are clowns. Well, had you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? And she's spreading the hatred about Trump and calling him a racist and all this other stuff. Yeah, but see, the thing is, all that hatred, all that garbage, all that extra nonsense coming out of them, all that energy ends up hurting the the most vulnerable of all. Either people who are seniors or pets. And unfortunately, this time, it was two pets. They weren't harming anybody, but because somebody was freaking jealous of their social media fame, she did them in. I mean, I don't have a big present here on here. Am I gonna call police on somebody who's bigger than me just to screw with them so I can get up where they are? Nope. And I had to say to that lady, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, but maybe you should check yourself into a mental institution if you got a problem with a squirrel and a raccoon, because you have caused a lot of damage, and these people are mad at you because you deserved it. I don't think the doxing was deserve it, but you brought this onto yourself. And I bet you she's a Kamala Harris supporter. You should label Kamala Harris and Joe Biden squirrel killers too, because that's what they do. They destroy dreams, they destroy hope, they destroy everything. This is not going to be a vote for Trump type video, but hopefully for common sense, you figure out who should really be running the country now the next 4 years, because if you put her back in power, there's going to be a lot more victims, and this time it ain't going to be more squirrels and raccoons. I can tell you that. So this is Alcan saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop. I should know. Her dress is right there. A victim of the Kamala and Biden administration.